What's make difference between intermediate colorist and pro colorist? If you are a beginner, I recommend you to skip this video. Hi, my name is D.O.P. I am professional colorist. I've done a multiple projects. I'm doing color grading internationally, freelance colorist, and I also selling masterclasses and loot packages and DCTLs and some plugins that help you to get a better result to your color grading. Alright, so today in this video I want to show you something which is mostly people they don't know, or some people they just know it or they get a difficult about this. I want to make the difference between it, the beginner, intermediate and a pro. Alright, this is it. Let's go to the DaVinci Resolve. Alright, so without me wasting time, I want to show you how beginner and intermediates do their projects, their color grading, and I'm going to show you how pro colorist they're doing their project. Let me tell you something. Some people they're going to tell you easy is a better place. Alright, that's it. To make it a simple grading is great, but shaping the image is really makes it looks more pro, makes it more dynamic, makes more professional. The separation, detail, everything you're going to see in a very cleanest way. And this is how there's much way bigger differences between seniors and people like us. I'm just including myself into that group, though I already learned much about that. Alright, so most of people what they do is just maybe they just convert to the footing into Rex over 9, or they just do a normal correction. Let me do a quick correction, like okay, I'm going to do the contrast like this, and then I'm going to do the saturation like this, and then I'm going to do to balance things like this. Okay, I'm jumping to another node. Maybe I'm going to clean up a little bit of my white balance, and that's it. Maybe this is cooler spot. All right, let me jump into look, creating my looks. So I'm gonna try my look package just like this one, I can't do this is give me that film tone. All right, let me try something like this or this or this. Let's try out the one that I love. It give me that so much film look. Where is it? This one, I guess. All right, this one. And then I'm going to reduce intensity overload just like this. Look how the image is give me that film tone. So maybe I'll come and do the contrast a little bit to make it more contrast like that. All right, so what the next? Maybe I just come do a sharp ones to make the image more details. So that's it. It's good now. It doesn't mean that this is not good. Honestly, it's good and it looks beautiful, but doesn't look so pro. Let me show you. This is before and this is after. Let me just do repeating. Okay, this is these are color corrections. The bring the footage from low to life, and then this is a little bit of balance, and then I apply loots from a package, and then I bring the contrast, and then I just did the sharp ones to make it look so quality, like to put in some hidden details. That's it. It doesn't mean it's biased, or it doesn't mean it's not good. It's good. You can bring it this, you can give it to clients and they'll be happy. But trust me, this is not more pushed, it's not more pro. Easy, simple, good, but there's something extra you have to do to make it look more pro. Here is the problem. A lot of beginners, they struggle how to make color grading as pro level. YouTube itself can never pull up to that level. D.O.P. came out with a massive masterclass phase 1 and phase 2, which is the phase 1 has 3 parts, and each of the parts has a long pause video. Having an issue with the color senses, color management, creating different looks, fixing problems, how to balance proper your footage, shot merging, dealing with the small budget camera, everything you need to know from DaVinci Resolve. Masterclass has deep explanations. If you really struggle with creating look, D.O.P. never seen enough till he made the 26 LUTs, which is has look DNA and Skintone LUT and color separations. DCTL power grade also available. Director Kim really wants to shift you into next level. Have a permanent mentor who can guide you well to your journey of color grading. He decided to create a WhatsApp group for his own student member. But remember, to join a WhatsApp group, you need to buy one of his products, either Masterclass or LUT package. Now, let's back into the lesson. And this is where we come into this part, and it showed to you. Okay, let me just cut off this bit and show you how I got this footage from this to this. Look how this image get to look. Let me take off this grain stuff a little bit because I don't want too much grain. And this thing is actually make my CPU is getting very slow. I'm sorry guys, so this piece is just very way too slow, so I'm going to bypass this, and this is hallucinations and grain stuff. All right, look how magic this footage is got to be. Look at the way its image they've been shaped. Look at this long pointer here. Look at these things. Look at her face. Look at this mirror. Look at this place to the clothes. Look at the background, the way it's pushing more back, and look at this update to where they push more forward. This is how pro do their grades. Shaping the image is very important so that you can just express your story, or you can just express your idea or your storytelling into film by shaping the image. That's it. Look at the difference between this thing, and look at the difference between this one is good. I love the palettes. I love the look itself. It's all gorgeous. I love it. But the shaping of image is much worse. And look at this. The look is not that more gorgeous compared to this, but what will make most of people love this image is the shaping of image. And it's the same thing. It's actually the same thing. Okay, let's say like I'm applying this thing in here so that you can see. Look at this. The image doesn't have a shape. Like, you don't see any separation, you don't see any the contrast of an image. You see everything looking in the same place. Like nothing got to be like in very particular places. This is how pro beat us every day. So today I'm going to break it down for you, this thing, and actually I'm going to bring you back to the world. All right, so the first thing that I've done is just I did my normal tool, like converting the footage from log to rec 79, and I use SS I use DaVinci Wagamat. And this footage, actually I don't know if it was Alexa, but I used Alexa as my input. And then another thing that I've done, I used the Enhancer Pro. Magic of this plugin. So if you don't have these plugins, I beg, contact me right away. I'm selling plugins, DCTLs, and I'm selling LUTs, as I showed you. The LUTs that I'm using there, and I'm selling them, and as well as I have a preset power grids, and I'm doing projects. So I'm an international freelancer colorist. So if you have a project, you can contact me. We do business very cheapest price, guys. I'm not that super price. My price is very friendly. All right, so another thing that I've done is I just did my exposing, and I just used the global here to do balance of exposure. And then I've done is I just did my balance overall. So this place is where I just did my tempering tint. I just did a little bit of a contrast. Yeah, that's it. And yeah, I just go to the global, controlling a little bit of light, doing twisting this and this. That's it, to make the image looking good. That is all parts of most of people they do. Even the beginner and intermediate people, they just do it. Even pro, you have to walk into this past, and then you go to another place. So all right, this is a place where most of us, all these groups are doing. Beginner, intermediate, and pro, we are walking to this level. All right, another level is creating a look DNA. This place, okay, what I'm done is I used one of our LUTs, this one. It's actually give me a perfect image. and I love it. And then another thing, I use another loot of mine outside of car space, so you can see just like this. It really looks very in starting point. All right, another thing is making a skin tone. Most of people, they know about the skin tone. So what I've done so far is crazy. The thing that I've done here, it's crazy. Like what I've done is just, I just qualify the image and then I just use temp. Actually, oh my god, I don't know why I've used this. I never used this tool on my skin before, but I found out the skin was very very cold, and I really wanted my backgrounds to be cold, but I didn't want my skin to be cold, so I have to push the skin tone to the warm pot. And that's what I'm telling you guys. This is how pro do the magic. You know why this image, all the things looking the same place? Is it because you see this background is actually warm and the light is warm? The background is green is a part of the warm group, so, and the skin tone is warm. So if you are pushing much your image into maybe to cool off, you're going to find your skin tone is bit getting cool, and that is not what I want. So that is a part of shaping the image, and I think some people you know about. All right, let's walk into the some places that's most of intermediates they stuck into there, and they, when you know about it, it's going to push you so far. All right, that's it. All right, another thing that I've done is I've done this. You know, beginner and intermediates, they actually end into this bit. Maybe let's just bring back this contrast a little bit. Most of beginner and intermediates, they end up into this place. You see now, they end up into this place. This is where they're stacking, and they feel like, okay, this looking good. Yeah, we don't have to do so much. That this is good. Yeah, well, let's go. Yeah, it's actually not bad. It's actually pretty dope. But how about you doing some extra thing, like you doing like make it more more detail, like everyone see, like everything that's been put on set has to be in detail, like people see what's going on there. That's it. So that's where pro are telling the story into grade, like they're doing everything in perfect places. That's it. So what I've done so far is I qualify this place, like this one. I qualify this place, and I used qualify, and I also use mask, and I also track this place because the footer has a movement, so I track this place. And then another thing is I just, after doing the changes, I reduce the intensity so it has to look very realistic. So, and so far what I'm done is just I increase the warm of my temperature. So this is a warm thing, you see, this is a warm thing, you see this, it's just a warm thing. I didn't want my lens to be that's one, because the footage before was in warm, so the light was warm, so I have to bring back that warm. All right, another thing that's magic I've done, like some people they're going to enter like this, but how about this, because it's a light and the light has to reflecting somewhere where it directs. So what I've done is just I decided to creating some reflection of that light to reflecting where it's facing, and that's it. That's what I'm telling you guys. You have to shaping the everything to make it looks in detail. So people, when they watch this, then they feel like, okay, there's something's going on in the background there. The light is reflecting that, and actually I just wanted a little bit to do something extra, but I was like, okay, this thing I don't want this. What I've done is I wanted to qualify as well this thing over here, and then mask them, but I was like, let me stop it here. I wanted to do something like this. I wanted to qualify this before this was the kind of my opinion. Yeah, okay, I actually wanted to do something like this, increasing the saturation of that part, just like this, you see. Oh, that is too much. This is too much. This is too much. Let me reduce it. Oh, my PC. Actually, guys, don't worry. My PC is very, very small thing. Yeah, that's it. You see, I wanted to do something like this. I never qualified so proper, so I have to fix this place. But I actually wanted to do something like this. So to the reflection port, to make it warm, it has to be very warm into these classes. Difference with this other place. So I was like, oh, that is too much. Let me at least read it like that. Maybe it's going to sound good. But this is how pro they just do their magic to their videos. They how when I'm talking about pro, I'm not mean like someone just call himself pro. No, you watch maybe the compound tree people, you go in their Instagram and watch the grades. This is seniors guys. There are most of them. Go watch them and go watch what they're doing. Look at the image. You're going to ask yourself, what type of grade is being done there, bro? They're taking time to do a grade, like not a rushing thing. Don't lie yourself. Like simple is good. Yeah, actually simple is perfect, but you don't have to limit your knowledge, or you don't have to limit your ability. You don't have to limit your willings, or you don't have to limit yourself because of some words that people used to say. Push it beyond the limits. There you go, have a creativity to your what you're doing. You see. All right, so what I've done so far is I just use the same thing. I mask this place, and I just track this place, and also reduce intensity, and as well I just pushing the warm, but as well I use the glows to make it glows. You know, this it's light, so it doesn't have to be like more sharp. It's just to soften the transitions between that light and other things that's reflecting lights to be well. All right, so another thing that I've done is because the time that I just the time that I just walk out with this lamp thing, so you're going to see your eyes is going to really focus on the background mostly more than our subject, and we want our subject to come out. So that is where I just before that this place I really wanted to look the dark. Actually, this place, the background, I didn't want this to look more bright, just bright like this, because there is no light behind that, so it has to look dark, and this place has to look light. So I just use this mask like this one, and then I just pushing my lights. I using these offsets and a bit of gamma and stuff like that. I just push it so you can see yourself. Like this one, it doesn't look more vignette. I just want something like vignette, I can say, but I don't want the overall vignette. I only want the one side to be dark, so that you can focus on this place into this place only. That's it. That's how you're shaping the image. And this is what I mentioned before. I just have to make her little bit pop, because she was not coming up. You see, she was not coming up. You look at this now, she just come up. You see, that's it. And I actually color grading is like mathematics. You have to calculate, like you have to do maths. That's it. All right, so another thing is just a normal thing that I often do every day. Like this was skin, reducing a little bit of a skin, not making super warm like that. And actually this was glow. So the glow, what it done is like it does a transient to all the image. I love the glow, how it does. It's like it's blending everything together so that it looks very realistic. You know, this one is looking good, but actually when I'm doing like something like this, it's translate the image over, or like it is making, telling like, okay, this is real happen, this is a real thing happen. That's it. And this is the other thing, this the other thing that I mentioned, haliations and firm grains to make it more cinematic. And this is the detail boosting. That's it. That's 14 that I've done, and look at the image just like that. It's very shaped, and it's not like it is enough. I can do more and more and more. I can even do some magic to these clothes, make it like this, anything that you that you actually want. So hope you really got, you have to learn, but be careful with these type of things. When I'm telling you be careful, because if you have a video that has too much of movement, it's very difficult to do this kind of stuff. You know, these days most of the laters, especially when it's shooting music video, they often do some movements back and forth, the side pans, stuff like that, HPV styles, like rotating style, a lot of craziest shots, craziest movement. Actually, if the video is like that, I recommend to use this type of grade. But if your video is much of stills, like it's calm, I recommend you to do this type of grades. It's where make the videos looking like a pro. That's why most of people that's having more motions to the video, their grades is much normal. So you have to learn both way. You have to learn this way, and you have to learn this way as well. So if the video, if you see, if there's much of movement, like bram, the mask is not be it's not being necessary to do some masks or shaping stuff like that. But if it is still, you can go with it. So thanks very much for watching this video. This is Director Kim. I hope you really enjoyed the tutorial. This was awesome. This was something that's not most of people they're going to tell you. Trust me, not YouTubers. They always give you a half or even low half on grading, but me, I like giving you all that I have, so that you can go up there and creating this world of colorist is massively. See you on next tutorial.